back at it. Cool morning here. Beautiful out though, still clear. Second day of clear weather. I'm liking that. A little concerned about the lack of deer, at least compared to what I had expected. I think I'm lowering my standards a bit. Probably take a 3 or 4 point no matter what today if I see one. Today's the third to last full day I have to hunt. I'm also, to be honest, starting to miss my wife and my 2 boys. My boys are 3 and 7. And with my work and with hunts and everything, I'm away from them a lot. This is the last long trip this year. After this, it's a nice long stretch to be home, which I'm honestly really excited about. Really looking forward to the day that I can start bringing my boys out on these kind of trips, just like my dad did with my brothers and I. As young as they are, they're both already expressing a lot of interest in the outdoors and what I do when I'm out here. So I think they'll be raring to go within a few more years. If we get a deer down today or tomorrow, potentially could get it out down to camp and that night and be able to pack up and boat out the next day. It's about, 12 to 14 miles out to the truck by river. Don't know exactly how long that's going to take, but we'll see. Hoping I could get on the water by 9 or 10 in the morning and get floating and get out that afternoon. If I have to, I could spend one night on the river somewhere, but I doubt it'll take that long. The water looks like it's moving pretty well. We'll see. Let's see how today goes. Slow going. Who knew? Throwing a rifle, all your hunting gear, camera gear, pack raft, a dry suit, a life preserver, and food and camping gear for a week in your pack will make it heavy. That's a bit of a bummer. I spotted those 2 deer, sat down, and got ready to glass them for a while, and in that time, 30 seconds, they disappeared.
There is truly something very special about the Hells Canyon landscape. I have a difficult time explaining just exactly why it's had such a strong hold on me over the years. The scale and the ruggedness of the place is certainly part of it. There's also the quiet. Sitting on a high ridge, looking out over the vastness of the canyon will take your breath away. For me, it's a place filled with wonder and many awesome memories.
Just like I suspected, these deer I spotted going over the ridge, there's a third of them now, and it's that same group that I saw yesterday here. They're within 100 yards of where they were like yesterday. And there's that small little forky in there. I'm not going to shoot them today. I could, it's only like 265 yards. But it's good to know they're using the same patch of ground here. Maybe tomorrow. Certainly would shoot them the last day. But I don't feel like shooting a little stinker like that, especially on that rough stuff there. Where he's at right now, if I shot him, he'd probably fall over some pretty big cliffs.
Seeing some deer exactly where they were last night. I'll stay here for a bit and see what I can find. 2 deer at least, exactly where those ones were that were acting like there was one of them that was ready. Good news. It's a climb and a half, but if there's a buck in there, I'm gonna go after it.
I've been fortunate to have been able to explore many great wild places over the years that have certainly inspired me, but few hold such a special place in my heart quite like Hell's Canyon.
Spotted those 2 deer, sat down, and got ready to glass them for a while. And in that time, 30 seconds, they disappeared. There's a bunch of rocks where they were, so I'm thinking they may have just went behind some rocks or bedded down. So I'm gonna go back up just a little bit here to where I was last night. It gives me a good vantage point to look even further up into some other areas, and also to keep an eye on that spot. Hopefully I can find them again, get an idea if there's any bucks in there. This is a really magnificent spot. That's a glass that I can do here. I know I'm gonna see a lot of elk. They've been all over up in this basin. Hopefully I'll find a deer or 2. I just had a doe just bust out of this basin about 500 yards off. It's possible I was the one that spooked her, but I'm paying attention here, hoping maybe there was something else pushing her, like another buck. Oh, there's another deer. Got it. Hold on. I just keep seeing does. It's more than I've been seeing before, but I just saw behind me 2 groups of does and a bighorn ram. There were some does down here. I think I'm gonna head off the mountain a little quicker. Gotta bust down this basin where there was these does. There was 5 altogether. Maybe I'll bust something out. Really questioning what I should do tomorrow. Get down to camp and maybe think about it. A little disappointing. I am really beginning to wonder. We've had a warm fall and snow is high. I just wonder if the big bucks, or a lot of the bucks, are just staying up high so far. And I kind of committed to this lower hunt, which is, I think, typically would have been a good bet. But I mean, who knows? But I gotta try something. We'll see. I'll do some glassing on the way down and see if we can find something, and then get down to camp and have to think about what to do. Half part of me is thinking about trying to go down the river tomorrow after an early glassing session and try to find that 3-point that we saw that first full day. I'd be willing to shoot them for sure now. But, and we've been seeing deer hanging out and staying really kind of in their zones day after day, so it makes me think I can find that group of does and that one buck. But anyway, we'll see. Let's see what happens on the way up.
Back down by the creek now. Only probably 20-30 minutes left of shooting light. Didn't see anything but those two little does on the way down. Kind of expected to see them. Trying to make my way out of here. Oh, here's the trail. A lot of deer today, or a fair bit, but no bucks, except for that little guy. If I stay here another couple days, he might rise in my estimation. At least 40 pounds of meat right there, so that's nothing to dismiss. Now we're back to camp. And we gotta figure out what we're doing tomorrow.
In the end, I didn't find the kind of buck I was after. Though disappointing for sure, I wasn't going home empty-handed either.
Alright, I'm bringing stuff down to the boat launch right now. A couple more loads and I'll be ready to start packing up down there. Found a nice little beach right below this rapid here, so I won't have to negotiate that one. Have some flat water before I hit my first one now. Kind of getting excited for this float. Supposed to be a nice sunny day, 50 degrees down here in the canyon, so should be fun. It's the last load. Now I can get down here and unfurl the boat, load it up, air it up, get my dry suit on and booties on and life vest, and I'll be off. I've not floated the snake actually, except for downstream. I've done the lower salmon, which merges with the snake, and then you go down further towards Lewiston, Idaho. So this will be my first time down in Hell's Canyon. Pretty excited about it. Like I've said before, this is the easier stretch. Just upstream we get into class 3 and class 4. We're just doing class 2 today, so really just big wave trains, fun wave trains that'll rock me around a little bit, but shouldn't be too tough. About ready to go.
As hunters, we accrue many lasting lifelong memories. Some of these adventures end with the harvest and then consumption of a wild animal. Other trips, while not ending in that way, still leave with us something just as special.
All my gear is inside, except for a few things I need on the raft down. warm. Actually, a little too warm with this dry suit, but I'd rather be warm than not. On the water, it's gorgeous out. Beautiful day. Clear skies. Couldn't ask for better rafting weather. Let's see if we can make it to the truck this afternoon, hopefully. I think we're going to move pretty quick once we get going here. So, here we go. I'm really pleased that I chose to raft out now. Looking at that trail over there and how fast I'm going now compared to what I did coming in. Pretty pleasant way to leave the canyon. Low exertion. Just sit here and not paddle and still make better time. First rapid. This is Eagle's Nest Rapid. I'm gonna just take this simple, what looks like a pretty simple run down the middle. Here we go. Woohoo!
Well, it's late November, less than a week until Thanksgiving, and I'm sitting here in Hell's Canyon, floating the Snake River. As you can see, it's sunny, gorgeous. I'm by myself on the Snake. There's no one else out here, it seems like. I've seen no jet boat traffic yet on the river today. This is pretty remarkable. I'm on a little pack raft that I hauled up 3 days up into the canyon, and now heading out. It just opens up so many more possibilities when you carry a pack raft. I'm already dreaming up so many new trips that I could do that were previously undoable because of, logistical hurdles. By the spot called Suicide Point. I've hiked it, never rafted by it. It's quite a different perspective here. Turn around here. It's right there. Suicide Point. I'm almost to Kirkwood now. And also almost to the spot. I spotted that 3-point buck. We'll see if he's there. As I left the water after this particular wild adventure, I couldn't help but marvel at the incredibly good fortune I've had to live in a place where incredible experiences like these are so easily within our grasp. Well, no sign of that 3-point. There's a lot I can't see though. We're almost to the spot where I camped the first night. Making really good time. We're about 2/3 the way out. It's getting a little cold when you're not in the sun. It's only about 1 o'clock, I think, so we've got plenty of time, but boy, it sure gets cold quick when the sun goes down in this canyon in November. Got the second to last rapid here, coming up in a moment here. Supposed to have at times some fun standing waves. We'll see how this one works out.
quarter mile from the truck and the takeout. It's been quite a journey down this river. Pretty fun. That last rapid had my heart in my throat for a second there. A little bit bigger rapids than I thought or anticipated. It's been a lot of fun, and thanks for following along. And as always, if you like what you've seen, please give us a follow by clicking that link here or here. I'm not sure which one. My head's a little cold right now, but give us a follow, and we'll see you on the flip side. Thanks.